Hello, my name is Cars82 and welcome back to our GregTech Horizon Season 2. Just looking at my Infinity chest, and it's just kind of fun to look at that. Especially like that. You're like, oh, hello, that's a thing. But yeah, there are some that I'm still not getting from the space elevator, which I probably need to sort out. I mean, we do have 7 million gold ingots. That'll last us for a little while, but we need to be increasing our resources constantly. I actually don't think the space elevator is running at all at the moment. I think it's turned off. But yeah, like 2.5 million infinity catalysts. That used to be so difficult to get. Now it's like, nah, easy. Diamonds are doing okay. I did throw some more diamond queens or whatever in the mega apiary. I should think about upgrading that, actually. I'm thinking about it. I still need to upgrade our power line, the lasers. But I was thinking about doing that after I get the upgraded COAL, because then all those parts would be cheaper, all the components. So maybe I'll throw that on the... Yeah. Oh, I already have that stuff. Look at me. I'm all... Be prepared. Hey, we got Radox. There we go. We can do that. I did think of another thing. Right, Infinity Armor. That was another thing I want to work towards. So good to have it down there, because sometimes when I log on, I actually haven't played in, I think, 5 days. I built up a backlog, so I haven't actually played this in a while. And yeah, it helps me remember what I am doing. Oh, also, totally didn't even think about this. Compact Fusion 1. Compact Fusion 2. The reason for that is because you need to scan. Yeah, you need to scan the controller so you can learn how to make it the higher tier, and I completely forgot about that part. So yeah, that sucks. That is also something I need to work towards, but I do have Precise Assembler there, so quite a few things. We did get our Radox that we needed, and I might do... I have a solidifier, right? On demand. Do I? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, do I have an on demand solidifier? I don't remember. That's a fluid solidifier. You know what? We're not actually doing those right now. I could switch that. I guess I could do that. I'm thinking about the Radox Polymer, how I want to go about doing that. Yeah, wrong place. Where am I? I got myself lost. There, wanted to go there. Wait, didn't I think I... Nope, that's the... Oh, that's the 2 items. That's right. The fluid solidifier with a fluid and an item. I just need a... one. That's my extractor. I should have signs on these so I remember. So, fluid extractor. Sometimes they do multiple, but I'm pretty sure I only have this one doing fluid extracting. Yeah, I think that's fluid extracting. Although that might be regular extracting. I think that's actually both, now that I think about it. But this is for... Yeah, that's for fluids and then just regular extracting of items. I swear I put a fluid solidifier somewhere. Over here? Oh, of course, it's over here. What am I talking about? Yeah, that's right. I was like, I'm pretty sure I have a multi-block fluid solidifier. This does all our... Yeah, our europium from our fusion reactors. Of course. Duh. Ooh, what's going on here? Oh, that's from... yeah. That's from the... We just get so much of it. This is from our platinum line. The iridium. We just get so much of it. Alright. Is there... Yeah. The problem with this is you can't put, like, a different mold in. Like, if I want plates, which is kind of what I want for the polymer, if I put the plate mold in here, then it's not going to work. Yeah. So, I guess we'll just do... In fluid solidified ingots... Is this going to be, like... Alright. I was a bit worried that was going to be, like, a very high-tier recipe, but it isn't. Alright, so we'll do that. So, I guess we'll do fluid solidifier. That, and then that for the plates. Do I have an on-demand? I think I do have on-demand over here. I think the reinforced glass tubes or whatever is an on-demand recipe, if I remember. Yeah. Oh, I just realized the polymer that we're producing is actually going into the subnet. Yeah, let's go into subnet. Also, I don't know why I didn't just do output hatches. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, why did I do dual interfaces? What I could have just done ME output hatches. I think I was thinking usually whenever we use the output hatches, output hatch at the ME ones, it goes to the main network, and I was like, oh, I don't want to go into the main network, so I have to do... I can't use those. I don't know why I was thinking that, but yeah, of course, if it's just connected to a subnet, it's just going to go in the subnet. So I might switch these all out to the output hatch ME. I was just like, it's just one of those things, you know, when you're setting something up and you're like, you just think something and then you realize you're being silly. Some of this stuff is still not... It's not great how I'm doing this. I haven't redone this yet because I'm not liking... I'm not loving some of this. And the crafting doesn't really work because it's... Like, the plasma is going into my subnet instead of the main network kind of thing. So I don't have this set up great. And plus, like, silver plasma, like, that's not going to reach the crafting card because the main network can't see the thing. So, yeah, this still needs some redoing, but it is working for the most part. And we are getting the stuff that we need. I am just crafting up a whole bunch of boron plasma right now. So that's what that is doing. I could... Actually, I could just do a storage bus on the subnet. That way the... Let's do that, actually. I kind of want to just keep this all separate so it doesn't show up on the main network, but it doesn't really matter, I guess. What was that? I was like, oh, I'm like, that was a weird recipe. I never realized that you just converted them in an assembler. I thought that it had, wait a second, wasn't there... I thought it required, like, lapis plates. Maybe I'm thinking of the old one. There's no recipe for it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that used to require, like, lapis plates. But I just switched it over a while ago. Oh, I just thought of another thing I need to redo. While I'm over here. Have to keep adding to it. Redo AE2 channels. That's kind of a goal that I want to do. Get rid of all those P2P stuff and just use the wireless. Now the power isn't a problem. I just realized I didn't... Usually I log in and make sure everything's running. I didn't do that when I logged in today. Alright, so we should have Radox on here. Yeah, there we go. Radox. Oh, I didn't put it in yet. Bending. So many bending recipes. Let me just double check this is what we're doing. Yeah. Alright. So that should work. Hopefully. Hopefully. Yeah. Alright, cool. I didn't look at... Sometimes I have a bad habit of not looking at the tier of recipes, and then it's like not working. Also, I didn't realize that was a quest. So that's cool. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Yep, brand new plastic, the trees, blah blah blah. They might want to make a mega multiblock. Yeah. Alright, I actually kind of did that without even looking at most of it. Also, that is another thing I want to look into. The Naquata, I guess, fuel power, I guess we'll say. Yeah, I want to look into getting power a different way. Because, I mean, I love my plasma. But let's be honest, it is pretty simple. Just chuck 2 different fluids in our plasma reactor and then you get hundreds of millions of EU. So I would like to look into that. And I think we're getting close. I know it was gated for something, but all right. Anyway. Oh, also another thing. I just remembered. This completed a little while ago, and I forgot to... I wanted to show it on screen. But there we go. We got our certificate of not being a noob anymore. I just wanted to grab that out while I was recording. So there we go. We finished that. How many? 800,000 seconds it took for that. So I am officially no longer a noob. I mean, I'm still new, but wasn't there? I could have sworn there was like you could put them on the wall with K. I think it's draconic. Place item. Oh, it's V. There we go. NaN. Didn't I want to do that with something else? Oh, those right. Those petri dishes. I was going to do that, but I couldn't remember it. Yeah, I was going to place those in the world. All right, cool. So there we go. Not another noob certificate. Okay, so I need to... I think Nano Forge I kind of want to go for it, just because it seems like a cool multi-block. And one of the things that was being gated... All right, let me get some of this stuff out of here. We got that, we got that, we got that. We're not... This just shows how to make more petri dishes. Liquid helium I need to deal with. I just need to write everything down. Otherwise I forget. Do with that. I'm gonna remove those for now. We'll deal with them in a bit. SMDs too, that's maybe another thing. Optical SMDs. Now that we have Xenoscene. Ah, so many things to do. These are a bit more complicated, but now we have a lot of this stuff. Some of these more complicated ingredients. Like, we have them in large amounts now, so... Alright, before we do that, let's make this lathe, or this lens. As you can see, we do need a high-tier lathe. I think I will... How am I going to do this? I may just make a separate... Maybe I'll just do a separate multi or processing something. Ah, stop moving. Yeah, large processing factory. I think I'll just do that, and then I'll just chuck it in the main room. I just don't have... Well, one, I don't really need this stuff running permanently at UEV. But I also don't have an easy way to get, like, UHV power over here. So, yeah, I think I'll just do that really quick, set that up, and then throw it in here where we have better access to that. So that was relatively easy. So it needs to be metal mode. I need 1 for lathe. All right, cool. And there we go. I'll probably leave that there because occasionally we get some higher tier recipes. Most of the stuff is lower at the moment, but we will have to upgrade that whole area. Just putting that off as long as I can. It's not really an issue for 99.9% stuff, but yeah. So there are some stuff like that. All right, so there is our Redox Polymer lens. Now that was gating the nanites that we need. So silver nanites were gated by that, and then the gold nanites are gated by something, dilithium. I don't remember where we get dilithium. There is, like, you get it somewhere, and I don't remember where. Eye of Harmony? It might be the Eye of Harmony. I don't know. Isn't... Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember, but it's definitely gated by something. We're nowhere near there yet. But we can get the silver nanites, which we can actually replace, or we can add those to the PCB factory. I think we just need the one, actually, now that I'm looking at it. We boost our thing. Thing did mention that the Redox is not worth it because probably because it's so slow to produce. Like, if we... I would maybe do it for, like, some of the more complicated boards, but... Yeah, if you need, like, 1,000 of them, I mean, it's... You go through so much Redox Polymer, so... maybe not... Maybe let's not replace it quite yet until we're producing, like, millions. But, Nanoforge. Alright, I think it's time to look at the Nanoforge, I think. So, 16 field generators, ZPM, UV. This stuff is super, super easy. Osmiridium, HSS, no problem. Also, what is the scan recipe? Alright, so we do need carbon nanites. Now, carbon nanites can be produced in the Nanoforge. Get 64 of them. Realize that's quite a lot of UU matter. I need to ramp up my UU matter. That does require a different lens. We can do that if we need to. But to craft this up for the first time, you actually have to assemble these carbon and nanites, which this is a little bit more complicated. 16 robot arms, just a bunch of circuits. I mean, not complicated at all. What am I talking about? It just is what we need to do. So, ooh, that is really hard to see. That. Throw this, sure, right there. Now we need like 17 of these, 16 for the actual forge, and then 1 to scan for the forge. So we need 17. Samarium. Alright, that's... We got an issue somewhere. Because we should have way more samarium than that. I am not... Yeah, I have like 1 million. It's not being processed. Alright, I think we could just... That'd be the easiest way. And then centrifuge that. Feels bad. I was gonna set that up to do that, and then it gets mixed in with the... It gets mixed in with the line. So 3 to 2, or you do it the other way. Let me think about that really quick. I needed to add it to somewhere into the line. It's down here somewhere. I think it's this, isn't it? Did it just get... I think I got clogged up somehow. I don't remember. It's been a while since I looked at this. We are back, and I am redoing some of cabling here. Get this back up. So I was using a dynamo to get power to our PCB, but I decided to that. I just turned a few of these off so we didn't lose any recipes here. I'm going to move this back. Oh, I just realized I... No, actually. Yeah, I did that wrong. I wanted to... I guess I could do 2 transformers. Let me change this really quick. Yeah, I messed this up. I was thinking something else. So I decided I'm gonna build it off back here and then just extend the laser that way. I realized, like, I was like, oh, I need another transformer. I was gonna just run that cable directly from that one, then I just like, oh, we'll do it this way instead. I wanted to get the lasers directly in this nanoforge because it does require a lot. Are also crafting up the controller. I don't know if it's actually started yet. We're crafting up a bunch of the components. I also misread the... I thought that was Z or UV. That's actually ZPM, which is like super easy because we craft 64 at a time. So I was like, oh, that one's much easier. So we're just crafting up the components, and then it's like we'll start crafting up the nanoforge. Now this thing is big. And the reason I did it back here is because, one, I didn't want to really want to craft up another platform right now. But we look at this thing. This is the tier 1, and it's huge. It's going to be like way up in the sky. The problem, not really a problem, but when you start adding on, so this will be the center, this will be tier 2, and then that is tier 3. So this thing is going to go way off to the side, which we should have enough room. Might get a bit close to there, but I think we'll still have a few blocks from those, which are still going along. Yeah, look at that. It only has a few block range of the parallel. That's funny. I didn't realize that. Alright, it is... Oh, actually, I don't know. I haven't looked at the recipe. What tier is it? Let me just double check it is crafting up. Right, 300 seconds. Yeah, so we'll do that, and then I think I'll do... I think it uses input hatch, right? It requires 1 to 2 energy hatches, a maintenance hatch, input bus, output bus. Alright, pretty typical stuff here. Started crafting up 10 of these at a time. I always had some. Also, there is a recipe for... Oh, I haven't looked at stellar alloy recipe. I doubt it's going to be an issue. I started crafting this stuff up, but I didn't finish it. Stellar alloy. Pretty sure that's the correct way. Oh man, we're full. I need to go throw another one. Well, we're not using... We start using that again. I'll work that out. I need to add another interface. So here. Stellar. Aquana, Nether Stardust, Melodic Alloy. Yeah, that isn't too bad. Although I may need to make recipes for some of this. Alright, so we'll finish this. Let me get the Nanoforge crafted up, and I need to make recipes. I think we're doing a silver. Do I need to make... I think silver nanite is the first one we're going for. So SOCs, block of silver, lots of UU mana. We should be good. Oh, it needs a tier 2. Alright. Oh, that's just some more alloy casings and something. Well, that's easy. Yeah, I missed that little part of it. Tier 3? I mean, tier 3 is just the same stuff as well. Maybe we should just go directly to tier 3. And there we go. Got the Nanoforge crafted up. And now we can see how big this thing is going to get. So we do have... the cool thing about this is I think only the bottom layer can do hatches. So I think I'm just going to... I don't have to do funny things with putting that in my bag. I think I'll just see if we can pull them directly from the A system. Also, I am doing tier 1 first. Seeing if we can get it to form. It's pretty cool. It just pulls it directly out of my A system. It's just annoying when it comes to the hatches, when there's multiple places to put it. Almost done. I think that's it. There we go. All right. Let's say multi-block completed. Let's see if it actually forms, because you never know with this stuff. All right. I'm not sure if the sometimes trying to get this stuff to form, you never know. Looking at this, it does show the bottom layer is like all these hatches. I'm like, is that 100% necessary? I don't think it is. Because it says requires 1 to 2 hatches. And pretty sure it can use... I need to pick that up for the quest. Pretty sure it can use... lasers? Yeah. It's not forming, so input bus, input hatch, output bus. Alright, let me see if we can figure out why this isn't forming. This is always the... always fun with these big multi-blocks. Okay, so from what I can see, or what I am reading, it requires a carbon nanite to use tier 1. It is a bit funny. You have to like place the carbon nanite in really quickly, apparently. There it goes. All right. So yeah, you got to place that in really quick before it does a structure check. If you don't put it in, then it doesn't work. But I kind of forgot that, well, not that I forgot, I didn't realize we need to craft up a Neutronium Nanite first. To use the tier 2, which I need for the silver nanites. So we got ASOCs, block neutronium, UU matter, a chromatic lens. So this is a thing. Good thing we have a lathe. So that... Alright, I'll probably just do one of these. I don't know if I need to set up some, like, huge thing. Alright, glass dust. Oh, and a quantum anomaly. Well, that actually isn't as scary as I thought that was going to be. Because I have most of that stuff already done. Also, I need a travel link over here. Also, I need a staff of traveling, but I need to craft up a soul something. Soul forge or whatever the heck that thing is called. And I just don't feel like doing that. Because I don't have any of those under IO machines, I don't think. Alright, so glass, and then we just smelt it and turned it into a... what was it again? Guess it doesn't matter. We'll just throw that in there and see if it works. Pretty sure these are on UHV. Right? No, it is not. Dang it! No! Alright, be right back. Let me get the stuff and then we'll start crafting up the Neutronium nanite. Alright, that wasn't too bad. I just had to switch out a couple... I just switched it out for a UV energy hatch, and then when it was done, I broke it. I am going to have to start looking into upgrading that whole section. And I don't really want to deal with that, but we're going to have to. Alright, so there is that. ASOC. And then we just need... I totally forgot to... I thought I did that. Oh well, that'll be quick. 200,000. Yeah. You matter. We should have an okay amount. I think I am... One, I need to speed this up, but I am not running as many void miners, so I don't need to be producing as much Oganesson. So I'm going to turn that one off. Because we are actually going down in EU matter when I am doing all this crafting. What is that? 256. All right, so we got this set up, and I guess we'll do. Man, that looks cool. I can't get over these multi-blocks. Man, this pack is so different than it was when I played it last time. Season 1. What was that? 3 years ago? 4 years ago now? This series has been going on for a year and a half, I think. Crazy. And this is going to just get bigger and bigger. Alright, so 56. That goes in there. That goes in there. Now, I didn't do the highest laser hatch, obviously, because I don't want this drawing the entire base's worth of things, so. Because I think it just draws as much power as it possibly can. Did I put enough in there? Did I do this correctly? 96, 8 blocks of Neutronium, chromatic lens, 200 UU matter. Alright. Why don't you want to work? Oh, I mean, I thought it said it didn't need... Despite what I might claim, there is no minimum voltages for the nanophore. If you want to do a recipe, you just have to achieve the raw... Wait, what? I thought it meant you could just... I thought it meant you could just fill it with... Oh. Do we need 100 million per tick? I only do... Alright. Let me... Dang it. Now I gotta switch these out. Alright. For some reason I was thinking what it meant is it didn't have a... You could just add... Like, the 33 million per tick, it would just take longer. I thought that's kind of what that meant, but maybe I'm misreading that. You just have to retrieve the raw... Alright. So maybe what it's saying is we could use ZPM energy hatches, but we just still need to supply 100 million per tick. Be right back. So just switch these out for the ones that do 1 million and something. I forget the exact amount. 1 million and 130 something million, I think it is. Okay, so should we try that again? There we go. Alright, so we are drawing 100 million EU per tick. The most expensive recipe we have done yet, I think. But we are producing 100 million EU per tick, so overall it's actually not that bad. I don't want to be running other stuff that's like, that's 30 something million, that's 33 million, that's quite a bit. So I don't want to be running this when I'm running like other stuff, because I don't want stuff to mess up until I can get these lasers upgraded, which thankfully it's pretty easy to switch out the target hatches. I'll have to figure out which one I want to do. All right, so that will be the Neutronium for the tier 2, and then the tier 3. We don't have transcendent metal nanites yet, but we will be able to craft up the silver nanites. I'm assuming I could probably build the tier 3, but only run it as a tier 2. Just put a different nanite in there is what I'm guessing, but we'll have to check that out tomorrow. Oh, yeah. I guess I could have looked at this. So yeah, Neutronium nanites, and there is the upgrade for it. Then in between. When putting the nanite, you'll need to wait for the structure check. Yeah, that's pretty fun. Just be really quick about it, and then that'll work. But all right, so there we go. There is our first nanite in our Nano Forge. That is pretty cool. Anyway, we'll come back next episode and see if we get silver nanites, and we will move on. Anyway, that's going to be for today, so thanks for watching, and have a good one.